Hi guys, now you come with me today to replace the brakes on this Mitsubishi Mirage. Let's get stuck in. First thing we do, as you can see, we've turned the caliper out so we can get access to the back bolts a lot easier. But then we're just going to carry out a little bit of a safety check just to make sure everything else is intact and secure and not going to affect the braking in a negative way after we've completed the job. Everything seems to check out fine. So let's crack on removing the caliper. So we've gone in the engine bay, we've slackened off the cap for the brake fluid reservoir, so when we compress this piston back in now, it doesn't cause any pressure. Actually that's going perfectly, look. Now with the piston compressed, we're going to take off these 14mm carrier bolts, or caliper carrier bolts. No copper grease on there, which is great. Just lift it up, pop our top one out. I'm going to hang it up on the caliper with a hook. You go into your motor factor to pick up your parts, just asking for one of the hooks that the exhaust comes in carrying with, or transport with, and I'll just give you one of these hooks, hold it nicely. Right, the outer pad goes in the caliper itself, so we just have to remove this inner one. And as you can see, there is a lot of meat left on this, but this disc is corroded, it's filled with MOT on it. I'll show you that when it comes off now. Right, now what we're going to do is remove the disc. We've got two, these old carrier bolts, the caliper carrier bolts that I had in the van. Just going to tighten them up. This disc pops off. There we are. A little bit quieter than hammering it. I prefer the hammer it though. Don't take a chance of damaging these threads, but you know. And there's the discs there, look, see. Definitely due a change, aren't they? Right, now with that disc off, we're going to clean up this hub surface. So brake clean, a wire brush, and maybe some Scotch pad. So let's just go. Once you've got that showing like it's brand new, we're going to turn our attention to the carrier here. Right, with the pad sitting in the caliper here, it's very important that we do clean this up so it's all within tolerances correctly. There's no dirty brake dust hanging around and stuff like that that's going to gum anything up. So we have been through that, cleaned it all up as best as we can with a wire brush and a Scotch pad. Just to make sure it's all spotless, well as spotless as we can get it. Right, now we've got the disc back on, and as you can see in here, I've lubricated the seats for the pad. I like to pre-lubricate them to prevent any rust build up on them, rather than just the contact points at the disc, or the pad, sorry. And it's easy to do with the disc off, so I've done that before I put the disc on. Now the disc is on, reassemble the pad and carrier, well, caliper, sorry. Right, we've got one brake pad just clipped in here, obviously that doesn't move, and then we've got the second brake pad here. As you can see, it's got a wear indicator on it. These are clipped on manually, so I just clipped this on. The rule of thumb is that you want that to be on the leading edge of the disc, so this is going to be sat on the back, and the disc is going to be rotating this way. I'm just going to push it into the pad rather than pulling it off and snapping it when they get worn down. So make sure you get that on the right way around. In case we've applied a bit of red rubber grease to this, and we took the boot off and we've refit it properly on the caliper there, of the carrier, sorry. So we're just going to unhook it. Slide that back into place, and see how it's moving much freer than it was when I took it off. Let's do the same with the bottom pin now. You can see we've applied red rubber grease to that. Lubricate it, hydrate and protect the rubber boot. Spin this in by hand, and then you're going to do it the rest of the way. We'll hop on it to E3 Technical and do it down to manufacturer specification. Now as you can see, there is a movement there still. 3 pounds of the pedal, get that seated properly. Obviously that disc will be secured then by the wheel. There's no retaining screws on this disc. It's So let's give the pump a quick. Let's give that pedal a pump quick. There you go, now that's fine. Repeat the same process on the opposite side. Take it for a test drive and job's good then. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you again next week.